and welcome. You watching the Saturday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavansan. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 days on, kingpin in the Sandeshkhali case still on the run. Mamata's government has finally added rape charges. But is that really enough? When will the women of Bengal get justice? When will the lobby, all this while who has spoken about every other case, will they speak about Sandeshkhali? All this and much more on this edition of This Is Exclusive, as we also get you those images coming in from Pakistan where there's a massive allegation of rigging that has been leveled. But up first, take a look at the headlines that we're tracking at this hour. Massive speculation over further Congress breakup as Kamal Nath and son head to the national capital. Kamal Nath's son Nakul Nath and key aide Sajjan Verma dropped Congress from social media bio. Top sources say at least 7 Congress MLAs from Kamal Nath's camp likely to follow and jump the ship. 12 days on, women for Sandeshkhali continue to fight against politically institutionalized mass rape. Yet another milestone for ISRO. New weather satellite INSAT 3DS launched from Sriharikota. Pakistan stares at another political crisis. Chief Commissioner in Rawalpindi resigns, accepts rigging in elections. For the last 12 days, women of Sandeshkhali have been leading an unrelenting fight for justice. They have been fighting against the politically institutionalized mass rape by Trinamool Congress goons. But the kingpin continues to remain at large. Mamata's cops have tried everything that they could do to silence the voices of these women. From using force to delaying action, Mamata's cops have finally been forced to act. After 12 days of the massive uprising, after 12 days of Republic Bangla's relentless coverage, West Bengal Police have finally added section of rape. We'll also take you through some of the reactions that are coming in. The first confirmation of the rape charges that have been added to the FIR has come in from the public prosecutor. In fact, we'll play out that soundbite that has come in from the public prosecutor. But before we do that, a quick recap of the 12 days that we have been relentlessly reporting. What are the charges that have been leveled against the Trinamool Congress convener and several other Trinamool Congress leaders? We'll take you through some of the details that are coming in. Remember, women of Sandeshkhali have now come out in public and they have made these allegations against Trinamool Congress leaders. They say that Trinamool Congress leaders had abducted women and the fact that they were forcefully asked to stay back at Trinamool Congress's offices in Sadeshkhali. The government, on the other hand, says that arrests have already taken place. 12 arrests have taken place, but till date, the kingpin, Sheikh Shah Jahan, is still on the run. Let's first listen in to the public prosecutor.
আজকে উত্তম সর্দারকে যে মামলায় 4 দিনের পিসি নিয়ে গিয়েছিল সেই মামলায় পিসির থেকে ওকে কোর্টে প্রডিউস করানো হয় এবং যে মামলায় ওকে পিসিতে নিয়ে গিয়েছিল সেই মামলাটা ইনিশিয়ালি 354 বির অ্যালিগেশন ছিল পরবর্তীকালে ভিকটিম গার্লের 164 হয় হওয়ার পরে 376 ডি অ্যাড হয় 376 এর ডির প্রেয়ার অ্যাড হয় এবং সেই মামলায় ওর আজকে বেলের প্রেয়ার রিজেক্ট করে 25 তারিখে দিন দিয়েছেন জজ সাহেব প্রোডাকশনের জন্য ওর জুডিশিয়াল কাস্টাডিতে যাচ্ছে এছাড়াও আরেকটি মামলায় যেটা হচ্ছে সন্দেশখালী কেসে ওকে 376 ডি মানে গণধর্ষণের চেষ্টা করে সেই মামলায় ডি এবং 511 সেই মামলায় ওর 10 দিনের পিসি প্রেয়ার চায় কিন্তু মাননীয় এসিজেএম আদালত ইনচার্জ উনি 8 দিনের পিসি প্রেয়ার অ্যালাউ করেছেন।
रेगुलर ग्रिड्स क्यों Well, for the benefit of our viewers, we'll put out the details on the bottom line right now of the charges that have been leveled and why exactly right now and why wasn't it done earlier. Is this finally Mamata's cops relenting under some sort of pressure, or this is just simply hogwash? For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Kishalai, who's joining us from Bangla Newsroom. He'll also help us understand what the public prosecutor had to say. Kishalai, what's the rationale that has been given by the police at this point in time? Because it is the same very police who had initially said that these are baseless allegations that have been leveled. And the fact of the matter is that what the government has essentially been doing is saying that this is nothing but mere propaganda. So what really happens to those multiple testimonies that we have seen in the last few days coming in, where there have been direct allegations that have been leveled against Trinamool Congress convener Sheikh Shah Jahan and his men?
Well, exactly, Shawan. Right now, the bite we played, a lawyer of Uttam Sardar, who has been given that 8-day custody and sections of gang rape has been added, which is 376D. We heard him, and we will also play the public prosecutor's bite. Now, Shawan, as you were saying rightly, there are 3 phases in Sandeshkhali that we are talking about. The first phase is of Sheikh Shah Jahan, who is on the run, who has not yet been arrested. The second phase is of Uttam Sardar, who has been arrested, and now 376D, which is gang rape section, has been added against him by the police. And also the third phase, the third person whom we are talking about is the first person is Uttam Sardar, the second person is Uttam Sardar, and the third person we are talking about is also still on the run. Now, 3 people who mainly conducted the business of torturing women and of harassing everyone whom they came across, especially the ones who did not obey to their orders and also who did not accept to come with them when they asked them to. The women were asked to come with them in the middle of the night in order to make food for them. They were taken in their rooms, and torture and harassment was being conducted. That's the allegation of the woman. We were playing that throughout this week. In the last 10 days, we were playing those constantly, how the women of Sandeshkhali spoke up, and they were openly saying how the men of Sheikh Shah Jahan were torturing them, and also they openly on our TV on record said that they were raped and they were harassed, tortured, their children were being thrown away, their children were taken away for various works that Sheikh Shah Jahan wanted them to do. But the police did not add any section as such till now in the FIR, and now today finally police against Uttam Sardar, the police have already added sections of 376D apart from 354B, which was already there, which is trying to disrobe a woman, and now 376D, which is attempt to gang rape. And now we see Uttam Sardar has been given 10 days of judicial custody as well. Now the question is, where is Sheikh Shah Jahan, who was the closest aide of Jyotipriya Mollik? Jyotipriya Mollik was the minister who has been ousted today. He is also arrested. He has been ousted from the cabinet today by the governor. He is still now, he was still in the cabinet till today morning, and he has been removed from the cabinet now. He was the forest minister, before that the food minister. The question is, where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? Why the police cannot arrest the main kingpin of this whole torture game that was unfolding in Sandeshkhali, the horror of torturing women and taking them away, in spite of the fact that Sheikh Shah Jahan was a convener of TMC and was very close to the leadership of TMC, including Jyotipriya Mollik, who is a very strong leader, who was a very strong leader of TMC. Right now he's in jail. So those questions still remain to be answered by the state government. Shawan.
Well, just a quick question before I let you go, and we also play out some of the reactions that are coming in. We have spoken to the panel members who did actually make that attempt to visit Sandeshkhali. Kishalai, with regards to Sheikh Shah Jahan, is there any update that has come in? And with regards to the FIR that has been registered, have any sections been added with regards to Sheikh Shah Jahan Does the FIR make any mention of Sheikh Shahjahan, or there is absolutely radio silence on that?
Situation is very grim. I don't think that the common man or common woman particularly, I should say, that they are safe over there. So I think the government over there in the, this Mamata Banerjee, she is protecting all the gundas, and that is why the women they are feeling very unsafe over there. And all of us, the 6-member committee made by our honorable Rashtriya Adhyaksh, Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, we were there, and out of 6, 2 are these center ministers. Even then we were not allowed. We said that under 144, you can allow 4 or 5 members at least, but they didn't allow us. So I think the position over there and the safety of women is, I think it is not under control.
How do you see that TMC is calling it a BJP propaganda and CPIM is saying that all women that are being victimized are not Hindu?
This is all nonsense, you know. That is why I just say in case if you feel like it is like that, then they should send us over there. It is a fact-finding team. Absolutely. And one of them is the retired DGP. So I think if they have allowed us, then we can tell them that what is the position over there, and we just ask them to send your like leaders as well as your police officers. You can send them as well. So all of us can go there and ask the ladies what is the problem, but they are not allowed anybody.
Well, in fact, union ministers have also now hit out at the Mamata government. Many questions are being raised as to why, being a woman chief minister, will Mamata Banerjee not really listen to those very testimonies? Why exactly will there be a political angle to it? Listen to some of the reactions that are now coming in. This is from Deboshri Chaudhary, who happens to be a union minister.
सभी जगह में डेलीगेशन को रोका जाते हैं क्योंकि जो कम्युनिस्ट का जो टाइप था कंट्री बियॉन्ड द आयरन कर्टेन, तो उसी फॉर्मूला को अपना गया है ताकि किसी को मालूम ना पड़े और देश का पश्चिम बंगाल का क्या हाल बने हैं। ममता बनर्जी का प्रशासन कैसे बना के रखा है वो बाहर आने नहीं देना चाहते हैं। अगर बाहर आ जाएगा तो जनता ममता का ऊपर क्या बोलेंगे, इतना गंदा शब्द बोलना नहीं चाहते हैं।
वो ये कह रही है कि सारी जो औरतें हैं वो हिंदू नहीं है, ये बीजेपी का प्रोपेगेंडा है। किस तरीके से?
अगर बीजेपी का ही महिला है, उनको खरीद के शाहजहान मोल्ला का भोग करने का अधिकार है क्या? जो पूछा जा रहे भाजपा को हो आरएसएस का हो, किसी का महिला को ऐसे 500 रुपए से खरीद किया जाता है, संभव है क्या? जो बातें बोल रहे ममता को तो चुल्लू भर पानी में डूब के मरना चाहिए।
I think it's absolutely pathetic and appalling, and I would say that it's so painful to see what is happening in Sandeshkhali, because the atrocities against women, they are not something very minor. They are the huge problems which women are facing, and it's rape charges there, and the women are being brutally raped. And what is more surprising is when you see Mamata Banerjee, who is the Chief Minister of the state, she's also a woman who keeps talking about women protection, and here something is happening within your state and you're turning a blind eye. I would say that why are you stopping National Commission of Women from going and investigating? Our team has gone there to investigate, to speak to and that is what the commission is about. When there's a problem, we have to go there and we have to investigate. So why she is stopping the commission? Why is she not allowing the delegation to go and speak to the victims?
How do you see it? How do you see Mamata Banerjee calling it propaganda and CPIM saying that it's not all Hindu women that are being targeted?
I think when a woman is raped, there's no political agenda. There should not be any political agenda. There should not be any political talks. There should not be anything about religion here. A woman is raped, whether she belongs to BJP, Congress, CPM or any other damn party, or if a woman is raped, it does not matter which religion she belongs to. Period. A woman is raped. And she belongs to the, she rightfully belongs to this country. She is one among us. Where what happened to humanity? What happened to humankind? Why is that Mamata Banerjee brings in, or CPI brings in, these kind of political lines, or they come up with saying that they don't belong to Hindu, Muslim, and I do not understand. This very clearly shows your failure as a woman and as the state chief minister. I would say Mamata Banerjee has failed drastically as a chief minister of that state.
Well, in fact, we are also getting yet another breaking news. It appears that Sheikh Shah Jahan's aide has also been booked by the West Bengal police. Now, is this just another way to subvert the attention that was being drawn upon Sheikh Shah Jahan? Why exactly would the police be extremely squeamish about taking into consideration the allegations that have been leveled against Sheikh Shah Jahan? And this is the same very person who has been on the run since 5th of January. A quick word from Kishalai, who's joining us from the Bengal newsroom. Kishalai, it appears that a close aide of Sheikh Shah Jahan has also been booked by the West Bengal police. What more details do you have?
Well, exactly. We were talking about three people, three faces who were the main accused behind all these tortures: Shibu Hajra, Uttam Sardar and Sheikh Shah Jahan. Uttam Sardar has been arrested. Shibu Hajra and Sheikh Shah Jahan are still on the run. Now we are getting another name. It is another person called Shushanto Sarkar. He has also been booked. And this same person, Shushanto Sarkar, was closely related to Uttam Sardar, and all of them against Shushanto Sarkar as well. There is this 376D section which has been slapped. Now, the charges of gang rape comes just after the allegations by the woman on camera speaking out and talking about their fate in Sandeshkhali that they had to go through for years. Why the police did not charge these sections since so many days. The women were protesting, speaking up in Republic Bangla since 12 days. The police did not do so. Now, finally, the police department and the state government is now forced to add these sections. And the women of Sandeshkhali, we were trying to take reactions, but they are still now scared because Sheikh Shah Jahan and Shibu Hajra, the women of Sandeshkhali, are saying, are still around Sandeshkhali, keeping a close watch on who is speaking out and who is targeting these leaders, close leaders of the close aides of Trinamool Congress leaders, and they are trying to see, and even the women are also saying that these people are taking their motorbikes and coming in the village in the night and trying to threaten them. So we are yet to see the arrest of Sheikh Shah Jahan and Shibu Hajra. Shawan.
Well, thank you very much, Kishalai, for getting us the latest details. A story that we have been tracking very closely for the last 12 days, hoping that the women of Bengal will finally get justice. Shifting focus now to Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason why we are bringing this focus back to Pakistan is because of a major political and a constitutional crisis that is looming over Pakistan. The Election Commissioner for Rawalpindi Division, Liaquat Ali Chahta, has resigned from his post. And this is what he says. He resigned after admitting that he was forced to rig the elections against the PTI candidates. Senior Supreme Court lawyer and PTI leader Salman Akram Raja was also arrested in Lahore this morning while protesting against the election rigging. PTI has called for a nationwide protest against the election rigging, and Islamabad police has enforced Section 144 in the city and putting security forces on high alert in the city. So the question here is that whether at all Pakistan Army is losing grip over the situation. Pakistan Army was certainly hoping that Nawaz Sharif will sail through, but it turns out that Imran Khan still holds power. It is Imran Khan's candidates who have sailed through, but now it appears that a coalition government could be formed. But will that be possible as protests are now taking place in various parts of Pakistan? First, take a look at this report, and then we take you through some breaking news coming in from Pakistan.
A scathing allegation has been raised against the caretaker government and Pakistani establishment. Rawalpindi's chief election commissioner resigns after admitting to rigging 13 seats against PTI candidates.
बिल्कुल बेज़ाब्तियां तो छोटा लफ्ज़ है। जो यहाँ पे हुआ है कि जो लोग आज़ाद उम्मीदवार 70-80 हज़ार की लीड से जीत रहे थे, हमने उनको हरवाया है और उनके ऊपर जाली मोहरें लगा के सबको हरवाया।
He further alleges that the Chief Election Commissioner and the Chief Justice were involved as well.
गलत कार्य की जिम्मेदारी अपने ऊपर ले रहा हूं और साथ आपको बता रहा हूं कि जो चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर है, जो चीफ जस्टिस है, वो भी इस काम में पूरे शरीक हैं। मेरे ऊपर कोई दबाव नहीं है। मेरे बाप दादा भी अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ और सिखों के खिलाफ जंगें करते रहे हैं, लड़ते रहे हैं ये मुल्क बनाने के लिए। अब मैं इस मुल्क को तोड़ने का हिस्सा नहीं बन सकता।
Meanwhile, in Lahore, senior Supreme Court lawyer and PTI leader Salman Akram Raja was arrested for protesting against the poll rigging. The PTI has called for a nationwide protest, and as a result, Islamabad police has imposed Section 144 in the city. Confirmation of poll rigging and the involvement of high-level officers has turned the post-poll political landscape on its head. Tensions are high in a nation which is still reeling from the fallout of an economic crisis.
After the allegations of rigging in the Pakistani National Assembly polls, now the senior Supreme Court lawyer Salman Raza has been arrested from the court road after he was staging protests along with hundreds others. The protests are going on in which many political parties headed by the Pakistani Tehreek-e-Insaf are staging protests. On the other hand, the Chief Commissioner of the Rawalpindi, Liaquat Chatta, has also resigned from his post, accepting that he forced others and was involved in the rigging of 13 seats in Rawalpindi, and has said that they gave the undue benefits and declared those who were trailing by 70,000 votes as winners, and said that he is resigning from his post.
The people of Pakistan are upset with the military establishment and their anger is visible on the streets. Is the Pakistan army losing control of the administration and the citizens? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, in fact, the Chief Commissioner of Rawalpindi has now resigned over poll rigging charges. We'll also play out that reaction that is coming in. Remember, this comes at a time when there have been serious allegations that have been levelled as to, one, why exactly was there a delay in announcing the results? Second, with regards to the fact that several of the candidates which were backed by Imran Khan's party PTI, they have now been taken into custody. In fact, this morning in Lahore, when there were protests actually taking place, a senior lawyer was taken into the custody by the Pakistan military. We'll try and also bring in our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, who's getting us the latest details. And we'll also play out that reaction coming in, the first reaction coming in from the Chief Commissioner of Rawalpindi, who has made that stunning allegation that there has been rigging. He was actually forced to do so. Let me first go across to Gursimran, and we'll also try and connect with our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, to put this into perspective. First, let's go to Gursimran, who's getting us more details. Gursimran, this is the top official of Rawalpindi division who's made that stunning claim, and hopefully we'll be in a position to play out that reaction coming in from the person concerned. He says that I was forced to rig the elections to ensure that PTI candidates do not win. It shows that somewhere down the line, Pakistan Army was hoping that last-minute changes can be made, but it hasn't really worked out very well, because the images that we are playing out tonight, coming in from Karachi, it certainly does not augur well for the Pakistani Army.
Yes, Shravan, there is no doubt that the things that have started going, the tables that started turning after 7 days a week of the elections, when first it was Maulana Fazlur Rahman who came in the public domain and said that it was, last time it was the active involvement of the General Bajwa, the Pakistani army, for ousting the Imran Khan. And then now the statement that has come from the Chief Commissioner of Rawalpindi, in which Chief Commissioner Chatta has made it amply clear that he himself was involved, and he has also pressurized the returning officers and the presiding officers to change the result and to give the undue favor to the candidates, those who were trailing by over 70,000 votes. And he said that they have done, he accepted on record that they have done rigging on more than 13 seats of the Rawalpindi, which clearly shows that how the allegations that are being made are not far from the reality, but are actually true, because because one of the senior officers who is holding the helm of affairs himself admitted the same and said that he was the one who forced others to do so. Now, others, on the other hand, we have seen that how Section 144 was imposed. Many of the senior leaders, including the Akram Ali, was also arrested, and also many other senior leaders of PTI. They have been placed under house arrest. Many others are being forced to leave the party. There have been several incidents where many leaders, those were asked to leave the party, they left the party, PTI, citing various reasons. So now the Pakistani army is trying to mount the pressure against the voices that are now standing against them. But one thing is very much clear, that in Pakistan now the Pakistani army is losing the control which they always had in Pakistan. The people of Pakistan, they have voted against the Pakistani army, but now the attempts are being made to muzzle their voice by arresting the people, by imposing the Section 144, and also by arresting and house arresting many others, Shravan.
Well, thank you very much, Gurshapur, for getting us the latest details. Remember, it's been days since the results were announced, but no government has been formed as yet. Nawaz Sharif is in talks with Bilawal Bhutto as well as his father. It remains to be seen who exactly will take the driver's seat, but the fight still continues in Pakistan as it plunges into yet another crisis. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. News and updates continue on the other side. Massive speculation over further Congress breakup as Kamal Nath and son heads to national capital.